Alright guys, this is a short video over accuracy and precision. Follow along with your notes, fill in all the blanks. The first thing we need to do is to go ahead and define our two terms. So accuracy, you can read that definition for yourself. Go ahead and write it down, pause me because I'm going to keep on going through it. The big thing here is this is a true or accepted value. So something has already been established as true, something's already been established as accepted. So that's the thing that you're aiming for. So if we take a look at our target up here in the top right, we see this middle dot right there, that where the crosshairs are. That's where we're shooting for. That's where we would call accurate if our arrow hits that. Precision, on the other hand, you can go ahead and read that for yourself, but the key word is repeated measurements. These are going to be something that you've done over and over and over again with very similar results. And that doesn't necessarily mean the results that you're looking for. And I'll show you guys what that looks like right here. Okay, we have 4 different arrows, or 4 different targets that have arrows shot into them. We're aiming for the red dot right here in the middle. So in our first shot over here on the left, our first 3 shots, our groupings right there. Now you can see how close they are to each other, but how far away they are from our target. So they're nowhere near our target, so we cannot call that accurate. But since they're so close together, we can call that precise. It's not accurate because it's not near a red dot, but they are precise because they are repeatedly close together. The second one, we're still aiming for this red dot right here in the middle. And then here's your 3 grouping shots. Now those aren't very close together, but they are all fairly close to that middle dot. So we're going to call that accurate because they're so close to that red dot, but we're not going to call it precise because they're too far apart. Now the next one, here are your 3 dots. You're aiming for that hole right there in the middle of the red dot. Now all 3 of those are close to the red dot. So that's easy. We can go ahead and call that accurate. And then if you take a look at all 3 of them again, they're all almost extremely close together, almost all touching. So we're going to call that accurate and precise. And then the last one. Remember, we're still aiming for the red dot, but here's 1 shot, here's another shot, here's 3 other shots. So none of those are close to a red dot here in the middle, so we can't call that accurate. That one's pretty obvious. Now precision, since you have this little guy way out here and this guy way up here, those aren't close to the other 3. So we're not going to call that accurate nor precise. We're going to say it's neither accurate nor precise. So that's great, being able to locate that on a target, but what's it going to look like in a lab and on a test? This is how you're going to be presented with it. You can read the question up top, what you're looking for. You're looking for a melting point that is 79 degrees. So 79 degrees right there is your pre-established condition. So in order for something to be considered accurate, it needs to be close to that 79 degrees. So let's go ahead. We have 3 different trials and 4 different groups. Let's take a look at the first group. And here are our trials. Try not to read the reasoning before I'm done talking about it. But here are your 3 trials. And 76.2, that's nowhere near 79. 79.5, that one is very close to 79.0. Then 81.3 is not near 79.0. So since they're not close together, we can't call that precise. But since 79.5 is very close to 79.0, we're going to go ahead and call that one accurate. It does not have to be reproducible if it's accurate. The second group, 76.2, 76.1, 76.3. Those are all extremely close together. But are they anywhere near the 79.0? The answer is no, they're not. So they're definitely not accurate because they're too far away from 79.0. But since they're all within 0.1 degrees Celsius of each other, we'll go ahead and call that precise. Okay, third group. Third group, 86.4, 82.8, 81.2. Obviously, we cannot consider those accurate because they're too far away from 79. Are they close together? Well, you got 6.4, 2.8, 1.2, not really. Those are kind of too far away to be considered precise. So that's neither accurate nor precise. We're just going to say neither. And then our last one, you have 79.1, you have 78.9, and you have 79.2. All very close to 79.0. So definitely we're going to call that accurate. And then they're all within 0.1 degrees Celsius of each other again, so we're going to call that accurate and precise. And just so I don't have to write a whole lot, we're going to say both. So So make sure you can do that. Make sure you can identify accuracy and precision within your labs. You'll get practice on this during class.